if I had a say, I would be releasing music whenever I could.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's expensive.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to do everything yourself, which unfortunately we kind of have to do as independent musicians, but it's very hard. We're rolling?
We're rolling.
Nice.
So welcome.
Thank you.
It's our second interview, actually.
Yes, this is our second interview. The last one was,
Yeah.
what, 2 years
2
ago?
years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like the end of the COVID kind of era.
Oh my
you know,
God,
it's-
don't remind me of that.
But yeah, so I've been listening to your music, and one of the most popular ones that everybody enjoys is "I Need Your Love."
You're really?
Yeah.
Great, that makes me so happy.
Yeah,
That
it's
makes me
like
so happy.
the thing that always glues everybody together.
Right?
Yeah, so tell me about that song.
That song, I wrote it, when spring of 2019, I think. And this was like the first time I was experiencing the dating life ever. And it came like the chorus. It's usually when I write songs, it's usually the chorus and the hook that comes in first for me. So, and I had been like, when you have a crush, right? And you can't stop thinking about him. And so I was like, oh my God, I want to see him. I need to see him or her. And that's kind of how the chorus was born with I need your love, I need your time. Would you stay with me just for, a little while?
Yeah.
That's kind of how it was born. And then it was just kind of like put into my song shelf along with many other songs. And I didn't finish writing it until 2022, I think, or 23. No, it was 22. Yeah, that's when I finished it. Way after that relationship ended, and I was like, okay, this song could be actually very nice if I put some work in it and actually finish it. So I decided to do just that. And the funny thing is, I never played it for anyone and decided to enter a songwriting competition at the school that I was in, ANYA, Menntaskóli tónlist, or the Icelandic College of Music. And I won first place for that song. Everybody loved it, and that was the birth of that song.
Oh, that's so cool. And how long have you been doing music?
Well, I started learning music when I was just in first or second grade, I think. But I have baby pictures of me playing piano, in my diaper with my pacifier. And I had always been very fascinated with music, I didn't write my first song until I was 12 or 13, I think. And then I started, performing my own songs shortly after that in my own compositions or like versions of songs.
That's impressive.
Thank you. I was still just a kid when, it was very clear that this was like my passion in life.
Yeah.
And after moving to Reykjavík to start ANYA, the Icelandic College of Music, that's when I kind of like decided to just grasp that and take it as far as I can, and I'm still there.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you're still there.
Thank you. I don't think I'll ever stop with music. My dream is, it would be ideal to make a living and just live as a musician, but it's very hard in the economy that we live in.
Yeah, exactly. And you've been having those support from, peers and some institutes because, of course, you won first place.
Yes, I feel very humbled. I've been very lucky, I feel, and I'm very grateful for all the opportunities that I've got and that I keep getting. Really, it's like it's been. Sorry, excuse me. it's just been getting more and more, and like the ball has started rolling very recently, and I'm like very overwhelmed and still like processing everything. But I'm very happy that things are finally starting to move a bit faster, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Tell me, what has been your favorite song so far that you've written?
You're asking very hard questions. That I've released or no?
Oh,
Because I have
both.
a whole lot of unreleased songs.
Oh.
Yeah. Released. It's very hard because all of my songs are my babies. They're like diary entries for me.
Yeah, yeah,
My
yeah.
songs. I write from my own experiences to work through them and cope with things that I necessarily can't put into words. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and my hope is that people relate to that and feel the same peace that I felt when I needed music.
Yeah.
Um, so it depends on the vibe. Like the top three of the ones that I've released from my own project
Yeah, yeah.
is Inn í borgina,
Mhm.
because that is about like when I moved from the east, from Fáskrúðsfjörður, where I grew up, into the city to start school or college. And I was very depressed and anxious at that time. And that's what the song is really about, that the wanting to just erase my past and the things that I've had to go through, the demons that everybody has with them that are hiding in their closet that they
Yeah,
don't want to let out,
yeah, yeah.
which thankfully I've worked through now, but that song really helped me with all of those issues. Number two, probably Kvöldi for Sona. It's written about, it's about one night stands.
Yes.
I remember finding, what was her name? A drum and bass artist. I saw her on TikTok. You've probably heard her. She's playing at Airwaves this year.
Oh,
Um,
I forgot her name
Saying,
is
you love me, we're losing track of time. You kiss me. That one? You,
yeah.
you recognize it?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's her. She was like the inspo for this song. I'm like, I've never heard a drum and bass song in Icelandic about these things.
Yeah.
Something that everybody
Experiences,
experiences. So I
yeah.
was like, okay, I'll do it. And it's funny, at the time, I'm lying, I had experienced the one night stand. But yeah, that was like, it was once. And then after I wrote the song, that's when, I had more one night stands.
Like inviting you out.
But because for a lot of people, it's not something that we talk about, one night stands, and when things go so well, or I don't know what I'm allowed to say on here.
Yeah, yeah,
The sex
go
is
ahead.
so good, or the person is so nice that that night replays in your head over and over again, and you just can't get it out. It's kind of like the same concept as "I Need Your Love," really,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
except in more like, I don't know, adult manner.
Yeah.
I guess. And then the third is Dans í burtu þig. So Kvöldi for Sona and Dans í burtu þig are both songs that I wrote in one sitting. I like to say that I sometimes get into like some sort of mania where it's like just a flow state where I can't stop until I'm done, right?
Mhm,
And I
mhm.
just sat at my computer for 8-9 hours. I forgot to eat. It was not
Oh
it
my
was not good.
God.
But I wrote it after a very hard breakup in 2023 with a guy that I was living with. I thought I would spend the rest of my life with this guy. And things happen and we break up. And for a long time we were still friends, but it wasn't like the best kind of friend situation, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because both of us were hurt and bitter and angry. And I didn't know what to do with all of that at the time. That's like a time where I started to experience with my sense of fashion. I started to go out drinking for the first time. I'd never done that. It was, what, 2023? How old was I? That was 2 years ago. 21 or 22, turning 20, something like that. Um, and I was like, okay, what else to do except try to dance away this pain? And that's how
So
the
it came to
chorus was
being.
born.
Yeah.
Dansi për të the, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
But with unreleased songs. There's one currently that is, no, two. I'm lying. I love all of my songs. I enjoy all of them. Um, because it's such a long and big process for me. Going through the emotions and working through traumas and, big emotions that are hard to deal with.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hard to pick. Probably it's a song called Myrkfælin, which is the Icelandic word for being scared of the dark.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It's more of like drum and bass. I'm slowly going into that area more.
Yeah.
But it's about, when you're at a spot where you're starting to work through all of your traumas and what you've experienced, right? And thinking that you're alone, and you finally find a person that is that little shining light in that darkness while you're working through everything. And it's funny because I was very scared of the dark for a very long time, like until I was a teenager.
Wow.
Yeah, and sometimes I still sleep with like a small light on somewhere, or light in the hallway just shining through the doorframe, right?
Yeah.
But for me, it was like my current boyfriend. I was at a place where I was going through everything, the root of like my behavioral patterns and why I feel this way, why I'm triggered by this and everything, which is something that I feel everybody should do.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
If you want to, like, I don't know, grow up or better yourself, it's something that everybody has to do.
Yeah.
Even if it's hard and painful, it's absolutely worth it, because I've never been in such a stable state mentally ever since I went through that process. And he came in right at that time, and I was so mean. I was so mean. I had just gone through another relationship that was hard to deal with, another hard breakup where neither of us treated each other fairly, I feel. Lack of honesty is kind of what got to the both of us, right? And I was like, no more. No more. Fuck this.
Break.
Leave me alone. I just want to sit in my corner and just do my thing,
Yeah.
right? And then he pops in. He comes up. It was all kind of like a coincidence. And the funny thing is, we're childhood friends. We've known each other since we were 8. And to a certain degree, we grew up with each other. We were in the same friend groups, so we've always known each other very well and cared for each other. And he saw me in the state, and he was like, "I'm not leaving. You're the fish that I want." That's basically what he went. And even though I was distant and mean, and it was like, "I don't want, go away." No. He's like, "Okay, what can I do to help you?" And that is kind of the meaning of Myrkfælin, when you finally find that someone that is your light in the dark while you're going through tough times.
Yeah.
And the chorus goes, gerðu það ekki slökkva ljósin.
Yeah.
Sjáðu til fyrir mig, Jesú Myrkfælin. So for English speakers, that's please don't turn off the lights. Just at least think about it for me. I'm so scared of the dark.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm very excited to release it.
Yeah.
Hopefully sometime soon.
This year, next year.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somewhere around there at that time, yeah.
Do you ever feel like a pressure, like this has to come now?
Yes, of course. If I had a say, I would be releasing music whenever I could. But unfortunately, it's expensive.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to do everything yourself, which unfortunately we kind of have to do as independent musicians, but it's very hard.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And how is your process of releasing, your album, your EPs, your singles? Like, what steps do you go through?
hmm. So the first EP I released, I was still an independent artist. And that was a long process. I worked with Guðrún Hafliðadóttir, who recorded everything with me and was there with me through the process of producing, mixing, and mastering. And then I had to go through the process of sending all the emails and filling out all of the sheets and all that crap, which I find very hard. That's like the only part that I hate. The the uh, the adult part,
Yeah.
like everybody says,
The,
right?
the business side.
The business side, I find that very hard, and also it's very hard, like to get your song played on the radio if you don't know somebody that knows somebody
Yeah.
here. So it didn't get very far, right? And it was just a lot to deal with alone, really. Then I released a song with a cousin of mine, which did all of that for me. Takk fyrir Yngvi. That's called Með vonum nýjan dag. It's a part of his album. So I was just a featuring artist. I just came in to the studio. We wrote the lyrics. I did the melodies and everything, and then he just did the rest. But for my latest album, my first full-length album, it's a funny story. I was working at a kindergarten with one of my best friends and my bass player, Viktor Árni Vejursson, and his sister also worked there, Ragnhildur. She's the keyboard player in Flott.
Mhm.
And she showed up to my graduation concert and was like, you're gonna write this email to this person because I believe in you, and you're gonna go very far. And me at the time, I was like, no, it's okay, no, it's fine. But then she just kept on pressuring me to send that email to Steinun Kamala, which is one of the founders of Iceland Sync.
Yeah.
Right? And just the whole summer she was reminding me, you got to do it soon. The time is ticking. Do it. And at some point I did. I sent her, all of my demos along with my album Inni Borgina, which were incomplete at the time. And she answered and was like, I like what you're doing. I can see where you're going. Finish this, and then we'll meet for coffee and possibly sign a contract, get you a distribution contract. And I just I took that all the way, and that's where I am today, really.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes, it opened a whole lot of doors for me. Thanks to Steinun Kamila, I've gotten so many opportunities, like playing at Iceland Airwaves last year. My album got Album of the Week on the radio, and it's been playing everywhere, kind of. Like, I get snaps regularly still today from my friends. They're like, oh, your song was playing at the cinema the other day. And I'm like,
amazing.
what? Okay. And that's kind of the process. Thankfully, I don't have to think about the business side, except for like marketing on TikTok and shaking my ass like a white girl. But for listens, but it works, unfortunately.
And how did you start? I'm gonna go on TikTok. I'm gonna do this.
It's thanks to, so I'm in a other project called Krullur,
Oh,
a disco band. So we write Icelandic disco, and my two other band members, Benedikt Gilvason and Kjalar Martinsson Kolmar, who many people may recognize from The Idol or Söngvakeppni Sjónvarpsins. It was Benedict that was like, okay, where are the TikTok videos? I want to release TikTok videos, or at least once a day, 2 weeks before we release our EP and 2 weeks after. And that kind of like pushed, all of us really to do that. And it works. When we do post, we see an increase in streams on Spotify, which is very interesting. So I'm like slowly trying to adapt that into what I do with my own music, even if it's not much, since I'm currently just working on finishing songs and stuff.
yeah. So they're kind of like your push
Yeah, they
into.
were. Yeah, they gave me a lot of inspiration to actually do it
Yeah,
because, everybody thinks, oh, it's so stupid, dance to my song on TikTok for
yeah,
views.
yeah,
But
yeah,
unfortunately, it does work. It gets you somewhere at least.
yeah,
It gets to at least one new listener, right?
yeah,
And that's better than
exactly.
zero.
Yeah, exactly. And accumulating that one listen through time,
Yeah.
it gets you somewhere.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Oh, that's amazing. I've been, checking out, like, of course, the most popular song is Dansa í Portuguese.
Yes.
And
That's the one that's been playing at cinemas.
yeah, because it's just amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
And yes, I know about the disco the project.
Hmm.
And how would you describe your genre first of all?
I don't like to tie myself to one genre
Yeah.
personally, because my interest in creating music is so vast. Why should I label myself as a pop artist while I'm doing drum and bass tracks on the side?
Yeah.
Why should I label myself as this or that when I'm doing both secretly? Like,
Yeah.
if I want to release music, I'll release it, and at least that way I get a way bigger, listening group.
Yeah, exactly.
I just do what I want really, and write what I want when I'm feeling it, and if it makes the cut, it gets released.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And the disco. So everybody likes disco. Disco
Yeah.
is timeless. It never dies.
Yeah.
Right. And it's funny because first it started out as an idea. We met in 2023,
Mm-hmm.
where Benne shot us the idea, like, what if we, write some disco songs just for fun? And we met up and we did some writing exercises where most of the titles to the song were born. And we already had like the idea we wanted to write about the bassman Slappa Off,
Yeah.
which is actually inspired by our old teacher in Amicia. And all of us, we've known each other for a while. Like, I first met Benedict in Söngvakeppni Sjónvarpsins 2018. And Kjalar and Benne, they go way back before that. Like, they were singing opera together.
Oh, wow.
For some reason, yeah. When they were kids. And a year after that, Benne, again, shot us a message and was like, why don't we just apply for skapandi sumarstörf í Kópavogi? And we were like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And we got in. So we spent the whole summer of 2024 writing all of the songs that we released and some unreleased songs. And that's how Krullur came to be, really.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I have to have them here as well.
Yes, you should. You should absolutely send them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Benedict is out in Berkeley right now.
Okay, cool.
And Kjalar is in Berlin? Dublin? In Germany? Oh my God, I suck at this. he's somewhere in Germany in school, in jazz school there.
Oh, okay.
But they should be back before Christmas. Oh, we do have a gig in November. We might be able to catch them then.
Yes. Are you playing this Airwaves?
Not that I know of right now.
Amazing.
Last year it was very last minute, so I'm prepared for everything, really.
Yeah.
But I hope so. It would be amazing to play again. It was so much fun last year.
Oh, amazing. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And then finally, this interview will go live sometime soon. Yeah.
Yay! Exciting.